Salutations everybody, it is Matty here today bringing you an E3 video, and since E3 is going on all this week, I figured I'd give you guys my top 3 games from each significant press conference from the big houses like Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, and kind of just discuss why I'm excited for these 3 games, and just do that for the week, because I love to do Fallout content, but to be quite honest, with E3 going on, I just want to talk about new games that are coming up, and why maybe you should be excited for them, and look into some new games as well. I want to know what your guys' top 3 games are in the comments down below, so be sure to leave them. Let me know what you're excited for. And today we're starting off with Sony because they're the favorite, so I figured I'd start off strong and talk about their games there. I'm going to be focusing on exclusives. Sony showed some of my favorite games that I'm looking forward to this year, but most of them were third-party games, and I wanted to focus on exclusives to their system and discuss why I'm excited for them. So my number 3, we'll start off with 3 actually. I was going to start off with 1 and my favorite of all of them, but we'll start off with 3. LittleBigPlanet 3, that was a really pleasant surprise. I didn't see that coming because Media Molecule did exactly what we thought Bethesda was going to do. They're like, no, we won't be at E3 showcasing our new game. We're going to be going at a later time to announce it, and they all of a sudden, right after something ends, like right there, all of a sudden LittleBigPlanet 3 is on the screen. I just remember yelling and being so excited because LittleBigPlanet's not like my favorite series of all time or anything. Hell, it's not even like a favorite game of all time, but it's a great series. It's just got this certain charm to it. You know, the music reminds me of Tearaway, which is also by Media Molecule. It's a game only for the Vita. Probably one of the best games you'll play on the Vita, and one of the best games I played last year. But anyways, point being is that LittleBigPlanet 3 is going to have all the levels from LittleBigPlanet 2 that were created already on LittleBigPlanet 3. And it seems like it's got more of a 2.5D type thing where there's lots of depth into the background, and there seems like there's more, like it'll shift the camera and you can run forward. So this leads to a lot of creative opportunities, and obviously the fun part about LittleBigPlanet is being able to create these endless levels and do crazy stuff in them, and that's reason enough to be excited. But yeah, it's just got a charming atmosphere to it, and along with the new characters, Oddsock, Toggle, and Swoop, I believe the other one's name was. They're just, you know, it's got this, you couldn't help but smile watching the trailer. It looks so much fun, and I can't wait to play it this fall. So, yeah, it was awesome that it was announced, and it's coming out this year as well. And, yeah, anyways, moving on, my second favorite game during the Sony press conference was the Order 1866, to be completely honest. If you guys know, I used to hate on this game, not because, you know, I'm a fan of respective systems, just I thought it was just a basic third-person shooter that was being overhyped because of graphics. But after seeing it really roll, you know, for a good amount of time on all these E3 demos and stuff, I gotta say, wow, holy shit. See, the reason why the good graphics, and you know me, I don't care. You could give me an 8-pixel game. If the game is fun, that's how I judge it. If the story is good, that's how I judge it. Not, oh, is it good looking? You know, if it's really dated looking, that's one thing. But you get what I'm trying to say here. Anyways, why these good graphics play so much in this story is incredible. Because they're trying to get this seamless transition between gameplay and cutscene where there's no hitches or little black screens or cuts or anything, like jump cuts, where it's just one between another. And it's perfect. It's like playing a movie, and because it looks so real, like I can honestly see this being one of the most immersive games of 2015. It's going to be incredible. I can guarantee that. Story-wise, I'm not sure. I don't know how many other guns they're going to bring in to keep gameplay varied. I'm going to assume they have good ideas. The thermite rifle's cool. The pistol looks simple enough. I'm going to assume they have other ideas for guns. And the story seems dark enough because you're kind of playing as like the villain apparently. But yeah, the main focus that really made me go, wow, this looks great, is just that it doesn't seem like it's going to ever break immersion for you. And one issue with that is I could totally see that game being like a few hours long because it just reminds me of a movie so much that I feel like to not being able to break up that action and stuff with cutscenes and everything, I feel like they're not going to be able to make it as long as most games. But honestly, if that's a sacrifice you got to make a great story, a great game that really doesn't break my attention for a second, it's worth it. And just the Order 1866 really impressed me. And my number 1 game, the one game that I was so happy was revealed. I couldn't believe it. I didn't think it was going to be there after a leak. I thought it was kind of fake. I wasn't sure though. Bloodborne. Yes. Oh yes. If you know, I love the Souls series. I love Dark Souls. I love Dark Souls 2. Demon Souls, I can't lie, I'm not a huge fan of. I don't know why. I think it's just because that game had virtually no learning curve. They just threw you in there, and I'd always get through the first world, and then when you get to that tower and stuff, and you gotta like pick the level you go to, I didn't like how that was laid out. I think that was like too indirect, where it was less experimentation and learning, and more so like, okay, this place is way too high of a level for me. I'm going to go here. Okay, this place got my ass kicked because I don't have a certain weapon. Like, I didn't like that about Demon Souls. So that's what kind of worries me about Bloodborne when they said it was like a successor to Demon Souls. I really hope that they kind of keep the elements of Dark Souls where, or especially Dark Souls 2, with how the open world is seamless and just goes between areas perfectly and everything interconnects. Not like in Demon Souls where everything's connected through a tower and, you know, you load different levels and stuff. But nonetheless, it is very much a Souls game. It is a PlayStation 4 exclusive, and I cannot wait, honestly. This game is going to be awesome. I can already tell you that. It's going to be one of my favorite games of the year, just like Dark Souls 2 is, and I am just more than excited for it. And yeah, it's going to be one of those games that, you know, you just put so much hours into, and you know, like when you spend a whole day playing it, you've only barely scratched the surface. And yeah, that's really exciting stuff. And I'd love to know what your thoughts are on Sony's press conference. What were your favorite games there? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. Keep my discount codes in mind. Other than that, stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.